Tonight we're at Boston's Logan Airport, Terminal E, because we're flying international. I'm super excited because we're flying on KLM business class, which is my favorite airline from Europe. Later in the video, I'm going to show you how we booked this $5,100 one-way fare for less than $250 using American Express points. Yo, my name's Jeff, and I believe the journey is half the fun. After quickly checking in and participating in the TSA safety dance, we headed down to the Air France lounge. Like most business class flights, lounge access is included, and since Air France is the sister airline of KLM, they share a lounge here in Boston. The Air France lounge is also part of the Priority Pass networks, so if you're a Priority Pass member, you'll be able to access this lounge for free when you're flying out of Terminal E. Unfortunately, this lounge was a bit dark and depressing with limited food options, so we quickly headed back to the light and bright gates above. One of my travel tips is to bring an empty water bottle like this one, and you can refill it at the airport. Definitely a great idea to stay hydrated on a long flight. Boarding started on time, and we quickly passed through the boarding queue, downstairs, and onto the plane. Today we'll be flying in seats 1A and 1B on KLM's Airbus A330 aircraft. This plane is set up in a 222 configuration, which isn't as nice as the newer 121 configuration that they have on other planes.
Hello.
Now you know it's going to be a good flight anytime you step on board and you get to turn left. This seat is similar to what you'll find on several other airlines, including United, and I've always found it to be very comfortable. One of the things I love most about KLM is how uniquely Dutch the airline is, and you'll see subtle hints to how they celebrate their Dutch heritage throughout this flight. They even provide every business class passenger with a unique and collectible parting gift. More on that later. There are just 5 rows of business class, so even though this is a larger plane, it feels relatively private. I was really impressed by how well kept this plane is, both in overall cleanliness as well as the fit and finish of the cabin. Waiting at our seats were pillows, blankets, and amenity kits. As we take a look around the seat, we'll see there are very easy to use seat controls, a nice remote control, a USB plug, a place to plug in your headphones as well, and an adjustable light for reading. The front row has a little bit of extra storage room both above your seat and also where you put your feet. It's going to be a little bit more spacious than what you'll find in the seats behind you. You'll also find a storage pocket with a water bottle and a power outlet in this little cubby off to the side. Cheers to 2 glasses of champagne for Amanda, because personally I'm not a fan. As we check out the menu, you'll see there's a really delicious assortment of food and drinks on board. They even offer a special 100th anniversary edition cocktail featuring the Bulls Geneva that's included in the blue Delft houses that they'll be handing out later.
Welcome aboard. It's KLM highest priority to ensure a safe flight. In connection with the coronavirus, we kindly request that you adhere to the following guidelines when boarding and during the flight. During the entire flight, it's mandatory to wear a face mask.
KLM is actually the oldest operating airline in the world. They were founded in 1919, and this October they'll celebrate their 102nd anniversary. KLM is the flag carrier airline of the Netherlands, and their hub is at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, where we're headed to tonight. KLM is part of the Air France KLM group, and they're a member of the SkyTeam Alliance, just like their partner Delta here in the United States. This means that miles that you earned on other SkyTeam airlines like Delta might be able to be redeemed for KLM flights, and vice versa. As we headed out east over the Boston Harbor Islands, we were treated to this beautiful golden hour view. Now, the most famous islands in Massachusetts are definitely Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, but did you know that there are 34 islands and peninsulas here in Boston Harbor? The pillow and blanket that KLM supplied were more than comfortable enough. You can also lower this armrest off to the side to give yourself a lot more room, which definitely comes in handy when the seat's in bed mode. The tray pops up from the middle and it's really sturdy. However, unlike some other airlines, it doesn't move out of the way if you have to get up. The amenity kit comes in 2 styles with a really great, useful, reusable bag. Let's take a look what's inside. Well, we've got some socks, we've got an eye mask, earplugs, all great things to have on an overnight flight. Got some hand cream, lip balm, got a little bit of toothpaste, this will come in handy in the morning. And what I imagine is the newest addition to the amenity kit, sanitizing gel. We've also got a pen and a toothbrush. Dinner was served really quickly, which is always a nice touch on an overnight flight like this. Now, unlike many other airlines, KLM is not cutting back on the food service whatsoever. Check out the quality of this cutlery. Don't you love these wooden shoe salt and pepper shakers? The food was absolutely amazing, all beautifully presented on Delft pottery. We enjoyed a starter, a salad, a main course, and this beautifully presented dessert. And as a nice final touch of the meal service, they handed out these wonderful chocolates which are designed after the Delft houses. Now it's movie time. Now, like most major airlines, you're not going to find any shortage of entertainment on a trip like this. There are more than enough movies and TV shows to keep you happy for even the longest flight. I reclined my seat into bed mode and got ready to relax as the crew dimmed the lights for what would be a very short night's sleep for us all. According to my Apple Watch, I got almost a full 1 hour of sleep that night. Luckily, there was plenty of caffeine on hand in the morning. And now on to what I think might be the best brand loyalty scheme out of any airline, the Delft Blue House. Since way back in the 1950s, KLM has presented every world business class passenger with the gift of a Delft Blue miniature traditional Dutch house. There is one house for every year in KLM's history, and each one of them depicts a real Dutch building, as we'll see later when we get to Amsterdam. They even have an app where you can see which houses you already own and make sure that you don't get the same one twice. And I must say, we even have a small collection of our own. KLM offers a few different options to purchase Wi-Fi, including 1 hour messaging for free, which is a really nice touch. Now, I didn't take advantage of the Wi-Fi in this flight, so I can't tell you how well it worked. Sorry, maybe next time. Now, of course, the all-important loo review. There was a great selection of lotions and mists and soaps here. And of course, this Dutch wallpaper is a really nice touch. I was really impressed by how clean the bathroom was kept, especially after a long flight like this. So it looks like we got about 20 minutes left in our flight. It's been another really great experience on KLM. Really glad we did this. Unfortunately, these flights to Europe are really tough as far as sleep goes. They serve breakfast about maybe 3 hours after dinner, so we skipped that. We'll have a nice breakfast in Amsterdam later today and hopefully catch up on some sleep. As we make our descent down to Schiphol Airport, my excitement for our trip to Europe was really building, but I also took a few moments to appreciate how wonderful this flight was. I'd have to say overall the service wasn't as personal as what you might find on some other airlines, but I thought that it was really professional and a really great experience nonetheless.
Welcome to Amsterdam, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain seated. As soon as the fasten seatbelt sign is switched off, the passengers on the first row may collect their belongings from the luggage bins. Please respect the distance rules and remain seated until the passengers in front of you move towards the exit. Please make sure to check your seatbelt before we open.
We booked this flight only 3 days in advance. The price of the flight at the time was $5,153 each for a one-way flight in business class, but we were able to book for only $245.66 and 53,000 points each. You don't have to ever fly in KLM to earn KLM Flying Blue miles. You can sign up for free and transfer points from another rewards card. We transferred points from American Express membership rewards to KLM, and you can also transfer city points to Flying Blue as well. 53,000 points may seem like a lot, but the sign-up bonuses in these cards alone can be as much as 100,000 points for cards like my favorite, the American Express Platinum card. I've linked all the latest offers below. Just be aware that some cards have annual fees, and be sure to pay off your balances in full every month, otherwise the interest will cost more than the value of your points.
All right, well, a very good morning here at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, where there is practically no one here. I can't believe it's 9:30 and this place is a ghost town. Europe is open to Americans, so come on and visit while you can. I can't really think of a better place to go for a summer vacation than here in Amsterdam. Until next time, peace out.